is a junior. Zach-Light is only a sophomore. He got here he pinned the defending champion to get up here into the finals.
And guess what, Doug? These two have split this year. They have each beat each other. And so this will be an interesting match.
On the left is Gilbertville Don Bosco's Darrell Weber. At 2A, we have Matt Sesker of Forest City, ranked number 1 against Joe Stephens of Centerville, who's a junior. And at 3A, it's Bill Fullhart, 2 undefeateds here. Bill Fullhart of Decorah against Jared Downey of Indianola, and they're both juniors. Undefeated wrestlers from 2 different parts of the state.
Well, 2 underclassmen here. Darrell Weber, a junior, 37-2 on the year. And Zach-Light from Lisbon, a sophomore, 32-3. Like I said, they've split this year. This is the rubber match. Darrell Weber had a 1-point victory win in the dual meet. And then Zach-Light in the districts won 6-3.
Weber came under. He has the leg. And he has the takedown.
Darrell Weber, 2-point takedown. He has a really fine leg attack.
Get out of it.
And he showed it there.
He got it with about a minute left. Out of bounds, 53 seconds to go. The referee, Dwight Spangler, brings him back to the center.
Here he is in on the single leg. Then he drives through, covers the hips, 2 points.
Back to live action again from Veterans Auditorium. Weber from the top. Can't keep Light from standing up, but he does hold on like a bulldog. Light manages to turn in and get the leg. No, he's not going to give him an escape until he can see whether Light can get a reversal.
Boy, we've talked about that so many times before, Doug. The way that Zach-Light executed that, dropped back in as soon as there was a point for an escape with a 2-point takedown. Make it 3-2. He did give him
the escape. He did give him the escape.
Immediately he dropped back in on the single leg.
So 3-2 in favor of the Lisbon wrestler, Zach-Light, a sophomore. On final night, he's had 2 brothers win state championships tonight. Weber turning in, doing a nice job. He has Light on his back.
And he's driving. He's got a cradle. It's close. It's close. Oh, my. And he's going to get out. Zach-Light gets off his back.
The period ended, but that was a 3-point near fall. And it's 5-3, 7-3 with the reversal and a 5-point move.
We're going to see it here again. It was a nice job by Darrell Weber as he dropped in and drove Zach-Light.
They're getting ready to start the second period. Weber has his choice. He'll take down.
Well, we didn't see it again, but it was a great move by Darrell Weber to put himself ahead 7-3.
And it happened right at the end of the period, or Light might have been in even worse trouble. As it stands, he has 4 points to make up. He's in the top position.
We're going to have Lisbon treat us to back-to-back with after that Stewart match at 1:30. 14-12 or whatever it was.
Weber doing nicely against Light. He's managed to edge around facing him now, and he could very well have an escape here shortly. There it is.
You're neutral.
8-3.
And you might have heard the roar, but Matt Sesker just won in 2A from Forest City. Just defeated Joe Stephens with a fall with 37 seconds left in the second period. Matt Sesker, state champion.
Matt Sesker's father is the superintendent of schools.
And he was ranked number 1 this year, and he just proved it.
All right, 8-3 is the score in favor of the man on your right. In the blue, the lighter color. He's ahead. That's Darrell Weber is ahead of Zach-Light. Now Light is in tough and gets the takedown, makes it 8-5. So Light has managed to make a couple of points up with 20 seconds to go in the second period, but he still trails by 3.
No, we'll go back.
Potentially dangerous hold. Let's see that takedown.
Head and leg right there, drives it through, spins around for the 2 point.
Weber's up on his feet. Weber leads by 3. Back to the center, 8-5 at the end of the second period. Now we're going into the last 2 minutes. Let's take a look at the families over the years. The Gibbons family has won 10 family state titles. The Knights 7. Martin, Hagen, Randall. But up to number 5 we have the Lights. They got 2 of them tonight. Zach Light right here is in quest of the 6th. But he's trailing by 3.
Darrell Weber doing a nice job right here. Just drove back in to secure his position on top. With 1:45 left, it's 8-5 lead for Darrell Weber. From Don Bosco, Gilbertville, Don Bosco, coached by Dan Mashik.
Light try to step across. He may get an escape out of this.
He does.
And it's 8-6 with about 1.5 minutes to go. Who wants it?
That's what it comes down to. You're exactly right, Doug. It comes down to, you know, they both want it, but it does come down so often to who wants it tonight a little more than the other person. There's Coach Mashik. Been a great coach for so long at Don Bosco. Put him on the map in one of the best teams in the 70s and 80s in single and double A. They seem to fluctuate between the 2 classes as their school enrollment fluctuates.
The man right there who just came around.
Whoa. Now Darrell Weber's in and was able to scramble out of almost a certain takedown by Zach Light. Nice scramble and flurry by both wrestlers. 40 seconds left. There's Zach Light in on the double. Good hip action by Darrell Weber.
Out of bounds.
35
seconds to go. As Tim said, it's 8-6 in favor of Weber. Going into a wild last half minute here. Weber on the right leads by 2.
Pretty predictable here. They split this year. This is the rubber match. Each of them beaten the other one time. Here it is for the state championship. Who's going to win the second match?
Underarm spin and coming around, and nice counter by Weber. He knew
Weber was able to face him.
13 seconds to go.
No, what are you doing? You just lock it up.
11 seconds. It's 11 seconds to glory here for somebody. 7, 6, 2, 1. It goes to Darrell Weber of Gilbertville, Don Bosco.
Dan Mashik gets himself a state champion. Darrell Weber.
Darrell Weber finishes the season 38-2.
Well, we'll hear from Brad in just a moment, but Jared Downey of Indianola gave a real lesson in wrestling to his opponent at 135 pounds in Class AA tonight as he defeats Bill Fullhart of Decorah. There you see Downey by the margin of 12-1. Dean.
AA, here's the report. Matt Sesker of Forest City, ranked #1 all through the year. Provers no fluke. Tonight, with 2:23 going in his match, he pinned Joe Stevens of Centerville, and he's the champion at AA at 135. Matt Sesker, son of the superintendent of schools at Forest City. You mentioned Brad Smith, Doug. He's here with me right now, Brad. Lisbon is just a perennial take home the championship trophy here. I think they've taken home 12 in my memory. Now, how many of those are yours as far as you're being
tournament here? 7. We've had 7 individual titles under me and 2 state dual titles.
Is hard work the key?
Yeah, we spent a lot of time doing things in the off season to prepare to where we're at right now. It's not just an in-season sport for us, and I think that gives us the edge.
Now, you've just had a downer. Zach Light just lost. What are you going to tell him?
Well, it's tough. You know, you got to give a kid some time to himself. And as long as Zach went out there and wrestled his heart out and didn't quite reach his goal, but he's got 2 more years, and that's one good thing.
Thank you, Brad. Now back to Doug.
35.
There's the team standings.
That's how Lisbon is doing over Clarksville and Janesville, by the way. Lake Mills and they're on a race for a plaque. And Morning Sun.
The last year, my hometown, and we're proud of them here. They've got one in the finals at heavyweight. So last year we'll see Morning Sun because they will not have a high school next year.
Let's get these awards.
135-pound champion from Gilbertville, Don Bosco, Darrell Weber.
Darrell Weber was the winner. Sorry if you missed the 6th, 5th, 4th, those places in that 130 pounds. Those are the 2A standings. New Hampton has clinched it. St. Ansgar took 2nd place with that win, so that was an obviously big win that you just saw for Jeremy Ash. 2A champion at 135.
5th place, Scott Stevenson, Winterset. 4th place, Brian Duckworth, Johnston. 3rd place, Kirby Moss, Bloomfield, Davis County. Runner-up, Joe Stevens, Centerville. The Class 2A 135-pound champion from Forest City, Matt Sesker.
Way to go, Matt. He beat Joe Stevens of Centerville. Now let's look at the 3A team championship standings. They have not been absolutely decided yet, although Dowling certainly has a leg up. They seem to have clinched a tie. They lead by 6 over Jefferson, with West Waterloo in a solid 3rd.
135-pound awards, Coach Class Wes Creason of Indianola. 6th place, Tyson Baumhoff, Des Moines Roosevelt. 5th place, Tim Lavelle, Marshalltown. 4th place, Eric Zebold, Ames. 3rd place, Matt Hatcher, Cedar Rapids Prairie. Runner-up, Bill Fullhart, Decorah. And the 3A 135-pound champion from Indianola, Jared Downey.
And that was an example of a match that we really didn't get to see, but Jared Downey is the champion at 135. Let's go to Dick Trotter.
All right, Doug.